So how do you go about choosing a song to sing? Well, as a teacher, I've always placed importance on choosing repertoire or songs that are emotionally fulfilling to sing. The main reason for this is that the student's heart and mind seems to stay more open to the particular song chosen, therefore encouraging them to put their whole selves into it, which in turn helps them and their audience to get more out of it. Having said that, I've also had students that will only sing songs that they like, most of which are from the same genre. And the problem with this type of rigidity is that studying one style of singing actually puts limits on the opportunities to challenge yourself vocally, therefore limiting the amount of progress you make. Learning to sing one particular style won't make you a well-rounded singer. It just makes you able to use your voice in one certain way. Let me give you an example. How many times have you heard a classical singer who has only studied classical singing come on stage and murder a pop song by singing it with a classical tone? You know, put simply, it isn't an authentic presentation of the style of music it was written in, and it's simply not the correct interpretation as designed by the composer or the songwriter. And at the end of the day, let's face it, it just doesn't sound good. So I want to be clear in saying that yes, you will benefit from choosing repertoire that you can connect with emotionally, but at the same time, don't limit yourself to songs and styles that you already know you like, or styles that you are already familiar with singing. Broaden your horizons and open yourself up to learning many different styles. In other words, if you truly want to develop your voice to its fullest potential, then now is the time for you to let go of any preconceived ideas on what type of music you think suits you, and open yourself up to learning some new stuff. When you do this, you'll develop a clearer idea on where you want to go with your voice and how you can play to the strengths of your current vocal abilities, or what you need to do to expand them in order to sing different repertoire. So the message is here: be open to new styles and developing your vocal versatility. All right, so the next thing you should consider when choosing a new song is it in your singable range? All right, during the next few lessons, during the first few lessons with a student, I often offer or suggest a selection of songs that they can begin building their repertoire with. Together with the student, these songs are chosen very carefully and are usually focused on their current singable range of notes, plus notes that step beyond that by 1 or 2 half steps. Okay, not a very great amount. They're usually also fairly simple in melodic structure. It's important to start with songs that don't have too wide a range and that also have relatively simple melodies that are easy to follow and learn. So if you're a beginner and you're still developing and working on expanding your vocal range, trying to sing songs by Mariah Carey or Bruno Mars, for example, is probably too much of a stretch between where your voice is at technically now and where the voices of these particular artists are, you know. So instead, depending on where you are, of course, songs like the ones included in this program, Hallelujah, Someone Like You from Jekyll and Hyde, and also Feelin' Good, which all span about 1.5 octaves or 1.5 scales, are more ideal songs to begin with, because whilst they're still encouraging you to use all of your vocal registers, they're not requiring that you go too far beyond the standard vocal range for a beginner, which in my experience is commonly somewhere between 1 and 1.5 octaves. Okay, so what can you look for in a song that will help you develop your vocal technique? Some of the questions you might ask yourself to reveal the answer to this question are: how is my breathing technique? Okay? Is my tone shaky or uneven when I sing or hold longer notes? Do I run out of air on longer phrases or even on the shorter ones? And what's a song that has longer phrasing that could help with this? All right. Do I find high notes easy to sing? Okay. Do I need more opportunities to practice them? Do I strain to reach them? What's a song that is in a key suitable for my vocal range that could help me with this by requiring me to sing slightly higher than I'm used to singing? All right. What about how is my overall vocal technique? Do I experience vocal breaks or tension when I sing? Is my tone weak or breathy? What song could I train with that has a melody which lingers around the area or group of notes that I commonly experience vocal breaks or strain? What about my characterization? Am I a great storyteller or do I need to work on my physical expression? Okay? Do I look do I lock up on stage, you know? Do I find it difficult to know what to do when I'm singing? What about training with some musical theatre songs? What's a great song that is sung by a strong character that requires both physical actions and greater use of the stage? So these are just some examples of the questions you could ask yourself before choosing a song. Remember, you're learning through the song, so be sure to implement all of the relevant strategies, techniques, and performance skills that you're able to learn through this program. All right? And once you've mastered the song to the best of your current technical and performance ability, you're then ready to perform it for an audience. And I want to make a point of saying here that you don't have to be technically perfect or at a professional level before you can go out and sing in front of an audience. You know, in fact, it's necessary to get performance experience in order to learn more, develop more, and refine your technique and performance skills to higher and higher levels. The best way to learn how to sing well is to practice your strategies and techniques through exercises. Then, fully implement those techniques and strategies into whatever song you're singing. No use doing exercises and going, okay, then I'm doing my practice now, and now I'll go and sing my song and do something completely different. You've got to implement those exercises, the techniques and the concepts that they teach you into the song that you're singing. All right. Next, you want to test drive all of the above in a performance setting, and then go back to choosing more repertoire that will help you to refine all of that